Okay. Here we have blockchain. Okay. Cryptocurrency is just nothing but blockchain. What we have here is a set of encryptions, physical encryptions here. This is just an analog, right? So every one of these is bound up inside of a little package. Each one is tied to the one previous. As each one was being added, another little thing was added to do it, okay? Now inside of each one of these, we can take off the most recent one. We're gonna hack our blockchain, okay? Inside of each one of these is a ledger.
Do you like scissors?
No, we're hacking it. We're not gonna fork the chain. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's a good representation of hacking because hacking is not as easy as some people make it seem.
Well, it's definitely a pain in the ass, right? So it's still kind of like tied to it. But okay, so this one is just only has the one encryption, but it like goes back in each one of these, like, right? If you hack one part, you can't hack the whole thing, right? It would be a pain in the ass to pull out this one and then change anything in it. Inside of this, you have a bunch of different ledgers, right? And they're all put together and bundled up. Now, what is inside of this, right? What do you think is inside of it? Cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
Because some kind of cryptocurrency. But it doesn't have to be cryptocurrency, right? This is a literal ledger that it just contains, let's open it up. It just contains some hair and some paper,
Okay.
right? Like, it doesn't matter what's in it. So, cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, is just a number. It's a number that, like, is verifiable and, right? Like, it would be like if I can look inside this and know what's inside of it without having to rip it apart. And be like, I own this strand of hair. This one is mine. And I know for sure it is. And everyone can look and see. If you look inside of here, it's definitely this strand of hair, right? It's inside of this pouch, which is wrapped up with these pouches, inside of this pouch, which is chained to these pouches. That's all it is. That's what blockchain is. It's just this way of representing it so that you know for a fact that these haven't been messed with, that what you've recorded is true. So what NFTs are is that without the money aspect, right? Like, if this is Bitcoin, that represents like an actual monetary value, this strand of hair, that's not an NFT because it's fungible. It's something that is worth money.
Okay.
It is something that is transactable in that way.
Okay.
So this could be like the NFT, right? Like, this piece of paper it's not Bitcoins. It's not worth that, but it's still held on the blockchain. You are still like able to transact with it. The thing that makes it interesting is that, like, I could mint NFTs, right? I could be like, okay, you have this piece, and I control how many pieces there are of this. And then anyone who has the piece can be verified as, this is my piece. This is the piece that I have. And that's really all it is. The meme of NFTs is like, oh, we make like a cool little drawing or whatever, and then we apply some value to it, and now it's like able to be bought and sold. But it's like a bullshit scam thing. It's like fine art is being sold for millions of dollars, but really it's just a tax write-off for some rich asshole. That's essentially the same thing. When we were talking about the game idea, it would be NFTs. Like, it would be running with NFTs. It wouldn't be the meme NFTs, right? Because it would be for the purposes of the game.
Yeah.
Right? It would be a way of handling the market and being able to trade items between players and know that they're being traded without having a central authority. It wouldn't be tradable for money. It wouldn't be something that like, oh, I have this item, and like, I mean, I guess you could if the game becomes like good and people want to.
But that's what most games that say play for NFTs. That's what they do. You get stuff that you can sell for real money.
That's the idea.
Like,
that's the meme idea.
Yeah, but a lot of them are like,
it doesn't really make any sense, and a lot of those games, like, it's like collectible trading cards, and that's like the whole game, and it's like, what the fuck? What, you're using this technology totally wrong, and like you don't even understand like what makes it useful, because what makes Bitcoin useful isn't that like there's only one of this, right? Every single person who is in the network would have an exact duplicate of this, and they would be able to verify like, oh yeah, like you pulled out that one strand and you gave it to someone else, it gets put into a different pouch that shows that that's what happened, and everyone else is able to vet it and verify it. That's what makes it like a useful thing. It's just like a way of storing data that can't be modified, that other people are able to vet. Like in physical reality, you don't really need to like distribute it across, you know, like this is definitely secure, but as far as what secure can mean, these hairs that are in here are definitely the hairs that are in here. Right, like I guess right now I'm hacking it, so who knows what it actually could be in the future.
Like there's maybe different hair than when it was originally.
I mean,
like,
yeah, like okay, I'm inserting new shit into the blockchain at this date. Now this date is no longer valid, right? But if I do it good enough and am a super duper hacker, then I can put it in. But like the idea is that it's super fucking difficult to do that, right? Like it's clear that I've opened this up. It's clear that I've opened this up. It's clear that this is missing something. And that's like a physical analog for the idea of how hard it is and why it's useful. That makes sense? Good explanation?
It actually does. It actually does. I understood it perfectly.
Okay. Cool. Boop.